That should do it. All right, that should do it. Hello everybody and welcome to the only portfolio you need. My name is DJ and I am former prop trader and now just trading by myself and having a good time. And the markets are also having a good time. It's really difficult to trade these markets, but there are some tells and some patterns that you actually can use to trade these markets. It's just about trying to find them. So let's just go into it. Here we have the S&P 500. So this is the 4-hour, and we are seeing all the way from the 21st of April, we did see the start, the making of the channel. And so there was no way that you could anticipate this move. I retract that. So you could have anticipated the move by it was like the resistance, but anyways, nothing I did. It was just, I'm just following the indexes. I'm not trading them. I used to trade index, but now I'm trading the Bitcoin and the Ethereum, and then I'll buy some stocks and for longer term, and I buy other altcoins and so forth on a longer term basis as well. But my outlook has changed a bit, so I want to talk about it today. But anyways, here we see the starting of a channel. This is the first resistance. We have the first touch, not much you can do, and then we had like the second touch. Actually, here you could make, you could start to make your channel. So this is the channel support all the way down. So you could actually have drawn this right here. Okay, this is the first place where when it goes up, that is. So this is like the first base, and even though it cuts through a couple of times, it always somehow succeeds to get up, just touching resistance and then down again. And this has been working quite good. So you could argue that would be some decent trades here, all the way down. It really touches every time, but this time was kind of different. So we did touch here a couple of days ago, and we saw a really good move, but then suddenly we saw this big drop again, just according to plan, if you will. Didn't go all the way down, and then we're starting to get this chop crazy. And the thing is that while I was a bit surprised by this move yesterday, because if we take a look at the Nasdaq, then I'm gonna just try and patch it all together. Nasdaq is also just going downwards in this channel, and the thing that surprised me a bit yesterday. So if we take a look at Bitcoin, I'm going back to Bitcoin. But Bitcoin did see a big drop yesterday that kind of got me off guard, because yesterday we saw the Nasdaq up. So the Nasdaq's just been going down today, and now the Bitcoin is up today. So it's kind of doing the opposites. And I'm not saying that this is a start of a new trend, because 2 days doesn't really make a trend, but it is kind of, we thought we had a clear idea that when the stocks went up, the Bitcoin went up. When the stock went down, the Bitcoin went down. So that was kind of my thought process. But that just shows that you don't rely too much on what happens in the market when it comes to Bitcoin. Anyways, I'm gonna finish these indexes first. So this is the Nasdaq futures is down right now 2%. which is doesn't look good. So we probably have to go up more like on the 5-day, just to see what are the possibilities of a bottom. So I still think we have the 11.2 as a very good support area. We could see we have a support here at 10.7 as well, and then all the way down to 10.3. We have a higher volume here at the 10th. If we go that far, I'm not sure, but it's not impossible. So let's just look at the Wall Street, the Dow Jones on the 5. I'm just gonna go a bit, yeah. So here we have on the daily, we still have like touching and then just following all the way down, touching all the way down, touching all the way down. If we look at the 4 hour, we saw that it didn't. So it didn't go all the way down, and it looked like, okay, we're gonna go up again. I'm probably gonna. My thought was that we kind of was going to break the upside channel and then go and just test the higher areas. So that was my initial thesis, and where I would get out of some assets. But right now I'm just not sure what to do. So I'm kind of waiting for a sign. And it's not a sign from up above, it's just the sign from the markets. So here you have the FTSE. So the FTSE is really doing pretty good. It's only down by 1.5% here on the futures, and so it does look good. It didn't break as well, and you can do some really good range trading here. So if you have been following the channel here, you would have been doing great. So that's the UK, and then I'm just going to show you the DAX. So this is also kind of this is also different. So the DAX is the German index, and we are seeing touch. So it's okay to trade this. It's it broke down, but anyways got into the channel as well, and now we are seeing a break to the upside, which is like against the other indexes. So why is the Nasdaq, why is the DAX going up now all of a sudden? So if we just look at the longer term, the DAX has seen quite a big of a fall. So we are down 15% right now, but we were all the way. We did take a 20-25 cut at some point, but not. This is not that much compared to the Nasdaq. So why? I have no idea why the Nasdaq is why the DAX is going up today. But if we just look at the technical, the DAX did break up to the upside. Maybe we will wait for a confirmation, but it looks good here, anyways. And if this is sustainable, we will. I think we will go to. We are going for the 14.6 and then the 15,000 area. Yeah. So let's look at gold. Gold broke out here, which is a very nice breakout. So this is the first breakout, and we did have a confirmation, and then just some kind of going up and down, trying to break but didn't break. And then so you should just be, and if you went in here, got the stops below, you would be okay, and it's off to the race. Still have some higher targets for. So we are having this area, the 1900 area. Probably the probably we have a high volume node here at the 1930s, and then we have the all-time high at 2000. I don't know if it's an all-time high, but anyways, the shorter term high. The dollar US, the current US dollar index is doing what we wanted it to do. So it not just broke down from the wedge, but also clearly broke down the resistance area and did try and recapture it without any luck. So we would like to see the index go further down. So that would be my my hope. So that's looking fairly good. I just want to update you on the oil trade that I'm in. So I took the oil trade up here. I did manage to bank a little bit of my trade, or half the trade here, and I am still looking for lower lows, and we have a bigger volume area here at around the 102 area, which will be a place where I look for a breakdown, or probably buy the oil here with a fairly short stop loss. Yeah, all right, let's go and just look at some stocks, how it all went down yesterday. Here we have the Nike. The Nike just pretty much touched the resistance line in the channel. So we will wait and see what will happen today, because the futures are down. So I'm not thinking that it's going up, but let's just wait and watch. We had some good news coming out of Apple yesterday, that they were going to upgrade their China performances or production, and it reacted very well on the news, and it really had a strong support here at 133 that I did draw some weeks ago. So this is still looking great. We have, see, I have started the resistance line here, and I am anticipating some higher moves from Apple if the market is not just tanking from here. So Tesla, I was really close to buying Tesla yesterday. I ended up just adding to the ARK, but so the thing is that I think Tesla, I was working with the Motley Fool when we recommended Tesla many years ago, and it was the most shorted stock in history, and it just popped and just made fun of all the big hedge fund companies. But somehow it's just it's really that a lot of people are shorting this stock, and that's why I get these pops all the time. And I think there is so much more to Tesla than just the car. It's so many things. It's a battery, and it's, you know, but I haven't pulled the trigger yet, because I am seeing other car companies leading the sales at the moment. And will that change? Is that a new trend, that suddenly Tesla is not the leading car company within the EVs anymore, or is it something structural that is changing? That's really what I am trying to find out, and I need to dig in some more in regarding to that in today. It's hard to make a good line here, so I will wait for a break at least. That would indicate we could see some higher highs, but that's just a technical play. It's not a long-term thought process. And I'm really thinking that are we going to see 1200? This is like perfect place to buy, and I probably will regret it if I don't buy here. But maybe I'll pull the trigger today. I don't know. I'll let you know. Amazon as well. We are seeing kind of a base. So and this is like very important. If we've really taken a beating, so we are not going right ahead, up right ahead. So my thoughts are that we're going to take some time just to recover, and people need some. They need to see that the market is not just continuing tanking before they're buying, but long-term play. This is really, really, really good prices in my opinion. But if we are seeing a breakdown, everything I'm saying now is just out of the window, because all bets are off if we are seeing a complete breakdown. So just be careful and get your stops in. The Google yesterday also took, it started out with a very, very big move downwards, and now we are even. So I still think long-term, this is a very good play, but I would probably be careful and just watching. This is a very high volume area, so we could see some resistance in this area. Yeah, but I'm also long-term bull on Google. So I'm just gonna show you ARK, because I am, and this is just my selfish way, but I need to follow this every day. So I did buy ARK, and I added to ARK yesterday. I think that ARK is a very good play. I like the underlying assets. There are some assets that I don't think is personally, I think it's a good idea to invest in, for example, military stocks like AeroVironment, even though I like that company, but there are some, but it's not a very big part of it. So there are chances are that some companies over time in this ETF will not make it, as I said yesterday. But I think that Kathy Wood and her analysts are really on to something, but they are so far ahead in their thoughts than the market is, and that is really shown by the totally crazy decline of the ARK ETF. So is it something about how much was it from the top? So it's like, this is just, oh, this is great. It's almost like crypto. So maybe, was that right? Oh. Let's see, just need to, just one more time. I need to make sure. So it's about 200. That is crazy. Okay, so these are almost crypto moves. So the thing is, I really like Tesla. I really like ARK. And maybe this would be like a bad place to buy because it didn't break yet. But I made a decision that I am going in long term in ARK. So this is very important, distinguishing between trading and just make a long-term investment. So I am seeing ARK ETF as a long-term investment, and yes, I think we are going way higher than we are now. It could as well tank again if the market is misbehaving, but if I just look at it, it's been beating so badly that I think it's cheap. So not a technically definition that it's buy time, but it's starting to build a base, and this is just, it's maybe more that a feeling, but a calculated feeling that this is a long-term good play. All right, let's just end this morning update with some cryptos. And so yesterday I was surprised, and I was kind of caught by the move yesterday. So I did started to buy in this area. I got caught out, I bought, and then I just rode it up. And then when it broke the trend line, I think it was around here, I just moved my stop loss because I just felt like protecting myself. And I have to be honest that I didn't think that it would break down. So I was like, okay, this is a very good place to put your stop loss, and then we can go for these upside targets as I was talking about. So I got stopped out pretty early. But this is the thing, it's good to better be stopped out than just going all the way down with it. So yesterday I was like, okay, we went down to this long-term, very good support line. And I was like, okay, should I buy? But I decided to just take it easy. Let's see where the market goes, because you can always get in again if it breaks to the upside. Then keep your money management in place just. And it did seem to get up, but just rejected here. So this was my first tell. Okay, we are not going up directly. And still to think about the Nasdaq futures right now, they are tanking. Is like 2.4% down. So the possibility of a up day is still pretty low in my opinion. So protect your assets, which I am doing. I'm not selling my Bitcoin, that's not happening, but I am thinking about, I did sell some alts yesterday on the way up, but I hope so much for a possibility to sell my alts at a way higher place than this. So I'm just right now I am thinking, contemplating what I am gonna do, but I haven't made up my mind. So the thing is, do we break this long time? Do we break this on the 4 hour, for example, and we don't manage to get up above? This could be a short. We will have some support here, and I definitely think if we break this area, we are going to retest the 26,700 area. And then the big question is, what will happen when we get to this area? This is the point. Are we going to see the bounce again, or are we going to see some lower lows? All right, so this is the first point. This is the 26.7. That is really the line in the sand as it is right now. I think it's a very small line. It's like a spiderweb line. And if we look down here, I mean, I haven't believed it, but I am starting to think that this area could be a very good area to accumulate. And I'm just getting scared if I'm looking too much back, but this is a technically area that we could get some support. But look here we have some really large volume, and this could, if this breaks, I mean, this could just so easily trigger so many stops, so many liquidations that we will see this area. So I am scared that this could happen. I am I'm really trying to just look at what's going on and really be careful. Okay, this is so important, but don't be so careful that you miss out on the trades. That's also important. Oh yeah, with that said, talk about Bitcoin, we're going to ETH, and we are seeing that these are just following Bitcoin. Still pretty good area to load up on some ETH if you are a ETH bull. And if we are looking at some longer terms play on ETH, we are seeing some areas down here, the 1500 area. It just went so far, so it didn't even stop to think. So if we're really being bearish, we are seeing this trend line as a possible help for support. So that's what I got here. I don't know, this is just the worst scenario if it happens. But also, when people are starting to get this negatively this bearish on things as I am right now, that's probably when you should do the opposite. But we'll see. Solana will 100% just break badly down if Bitcoin is also breaking down. I am heavily in Solana, but I bought it a long time ago, so I am still in the money, but I am thinking about just taking some stacks off the table so I can have some more cash at hand if we are seeing a crash down. So for sure I will buy in this area. I will buy with all I have, because Solana is really something I believe in, and I think the risk reward is great. Yeah. So that was the market update for today, and it's not really looking that great. So are we getting trapped? Are we going to get lower? I have no idea. I mean, no one knows, but I still like to be in the market with the Bitcoin at least, and I am also have some stocks that I am holding, but because it's for longer time. But anyways, doesn't look that good. So please be careful with your money, and really have your risk in place, your stop losses in place, and please don't go all in. Always have money at hand. So with that, I am going to sit and take a closer look at where I would buy. So take care, everybody. See ya.